Psalm 50. The mighty God, even the Lord, hath spoken, and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God hath shined. Our God shall come, and shall not keep silence. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. He shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. And I set together unto me those that have covenant and sacrifice, and the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself, Selah. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel. And I will testify against thee. I am God, even thy God. I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices or thy burnt offerings, to have been continually before me. I will take no bullock out of thy house, nor he-goats out of thy folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee. But the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked God saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, and thou consentedst with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I show the salvation of God.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem, Kakadash, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful leg out there pushing his word and truth. And it's a series across the four winds in the name of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful leg, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh by Shem Shah. All right, and what I want to get into tonight, all right, just dealing with prophecy, man. His prophecy is, constantly unfolding in the earth. All right, and we've been tasked. All right, the Lord, has tasked his men, with being watchmen, gave us the spirit, of being watchmen as we see these things unfold. There's a lot going on. I know some brothers and sisters want to, get into what's going on over there in the land of Israel. All right, the whole, Hamas attack, okay, and different other things. So we're going to get into these things in the spirit and what these things mean prophetically, man. Okay, because you're going to hear, a lot of different narratives. You're going to hear, propaganda. All right, which we're going to go into war propaganda so we can understand. All right, that Esau utilizing his media, to push particular war propaganda for certain agendas. Esau, when he speaks, he blows things out of proportion. He has mastered playing the victim. Okay, and he used a lot of sensationalism in his media. Okay, to play on the emotions of the masses, man. Okay, so let's go here. Let's get a few precepts. Then we go to some articles. Some videos. All right, and Lord will. This is edifying. And informative. But let's go here. Let's go Habakkuk 2:1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch." Okay, and this is the main duty of the men of the Lord in this time, is being watchmen. Okay, so when you keep reading, it says, and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And how does the Lord speak? All right, what's one of the main ways that the Lord speak, man, with current events, man, with things that happen in the earth that pertain to prophecy. That's the Lord speaking to his men. Okay, that's how we measure the time diligently. That's how we know where we're at. Okay, what time we in is by the events. That's why there was no time. How was shot, all right, because he doesn't know the time. Only the Father does. Okay, so there wasn't a specific time given unto us, all right, but there were circumstances and scenarios that would be going on that the Lord left for us for signs and tokens, man. Okay, to show, all right, hey, our salvation is not. Okay, it says, "And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." Okay, and then and the visions that our forefathers seen, we're seeing these things play out now. They had them scribed, they explained the best as they could, and they had them scribed, and now we're able to run with the message. Okay, now we're able to run with it, because that's what a messenger would do. He will run with the message. So as we see these things happening, we're able to run, all right, with this message and prophesy, man. Okay, verse 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak." And we're seeing these things speak more and more. Okay, at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Okay, so we're seeing things rev up. Okay, we're seeing things happen more frequently. We're seeing a lot of things happening at once. Okay, which Lord will, we're gonna touch on these things. We're gonna do a lot of touch and go. But this is what we're seeing. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get that in the book of get that in Second Ezra, and we'll start getting some of them clips and videos. But this is book of Second Ezra. All right, chapter 16, and I believe it's 37. All right, Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 37. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack." All right. So the plagues are getting ready to be set in the earth, man. You're gonna have mass famine. You're gonna have extreme poverty, extreme violence. You're gonna have pestilence. All these things are being set, all right, to devour the earth, man. Okay, to wreak havoc on this society. The Lord is finna plague this place, man, and it's not going to slack, because we have time periods where things are happening and then slack off, things are happening and then slack off, you know. But it's gonna come a time when nothing's gonna be slack. It's just gonna be a continual, okay, occurrence, man. Okay, and it's gonna be a terror to the earth. Verse 38 says, "As when a woman with child in the ninth month bringeth forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pain when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment." See, we come to the time, it ain't gonna be no down times. Okay, it ain't gonna be no slackness, man. Okay, it's gonna be continual pressure from Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and we're seeing the build up to this time. All right, it says, "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows, all right, shall come upon it on every side." And right now, as the scriptures say, what, we're in the beginning of sorrows, man. Okay, but it's coming a time where sorrows is going to take this place on every side, man. Okay, people are going to be dealing with starving. Okay, security, just being out, losing everything. Okay, running from violence. It's just gonna be the times that we're in. All right, as they say, things hitting the fan. Okay, people are going to be on the run for their life while starving. Okay, these are situations that we're coming into, man, and much more. All right, and we're seeing the build up now. First, let's deal with this. Y'all know this story hot and heavy. Okay, dealing with what happened in Hamas. Now, what we have to understand, okay, is the thing of wartime propaganda. All right. So when you go into war, I want to find the definition I'm saying. All right. So let's get into propaganda real quick. So let me copy and paste this. All right. So what is propaganda? It says, what is the goal of propaganda? Propaganda is used to promote a particular agenda or point of view. The goal of propaganda can vary, but common goals include shaping, okay, people's opinion, convincing them to support a particular cause or political candidate, or encouraging them to behave in a certain way. Okay, so this thing with Hamas and all right, what's happening in the land of Israel? All right, with those small hats. All right, it's not no major. Those Israelis, they are not in major danger. All right, they're not in any danger. Okay, they're not the danger that they're portraying that they're in. All right, is more propaganda. Okay, in reality. Okay, and they're doing that to shape the opinions of the masses. All right, they want to put themselves as a victim to justify what they really want to do. Okay, and we know you have something called the Greater Israel Project. You got to remember those devils only have a little slither, okay, of the land promised to our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, all right, and Jacob. Okay, they want the fulfillment of it, you know, and they know. All right, hey, Ishmael, my Arab, Ishmael, a few Elamites mixed in there. Okay, they know, okay, that they're gonna have to get them out of there by force, man. Okay, So what they're doing, they're pushing, they're hyping, this attack of like it's the worst thing ever when those Israelis do air strikes and missile strikes all the time. All right. So when you go into, I just want to show this, okay? But they put it on the news and they use sensationalism. This is the most bloody day since the H-Cost. The situation happened with, all right, Germany and Small had this the bloodiest day since then. You know, they're kidnapping families. You see, sensationalism, man. Okay, this is what this man is doing. It's propaganda. Okay, he wants to form an opinion. All right, now, and we're gonna show you how the propaganda is working, man. Okay, and it's a nigga. Okay, that has no clue what's going on. So let me I just want to show. Let me see. So you have the Greater Israel Project, in which, all right, says Greater Israel. It says it's often used in the, all right, eruditous fashion to refer to the historic or desired borders of Israel. This map represents the biblical King David's kingdom. Okay, let me see. All right. It says currently the most common definition of the land encompassed by the term is the territory of the state of Israel, together with the Palestinian territories. Okay, you see that? An earlier definition favored by revisionist Zionism included the territory of the former Emirate and Transjordan. Okay, so right now, what you see with Israel, they just have, all right, you see with those small hats, okay, they only have a sliver of their land, okay, and they want it all right. So when you go, let me see if that shows. Let's see how they're showing up. All right, in the red, that's what they got now. Okay, that's the land that they have now. But when you go, let me see, I get another picture. If I get another image. Bear with me. I'm gonna pull another image. Um, so can I blow this up? Give me a minute. Okay. All right. So let me share this real quick. Hopefully, let me know if y'all can see it good. Give me a thumbs up. Try to blow it up. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So would you see here? All right, the Greater Israel Project. So you see parts of uh, Egypt. Okay. You see the parts of Saudi Arabia, modern day Iraq, majority of modern Syria, even some uh, pieces of Turkey. Okay, and this is the land promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, and we're being those descendants, are heirs of their promise. We're the children of promise. Okay, which is a whole nother topic. But yeah, man, they wanna branch out. Okay, and occupy all this land. Esau with his new world order, he wants to go all the way in. Okay, so this is a part of what these devils want to establish, man. So what we're seeing now is propaganda. Okay, that's going to justify them and to taking more territory, taking more land. Okay, and constantly trying to establish themselves as those people, man. All right, and they're going to do it from the standpoint of being victims, and then they triumphing, okay, because God is with them. Okay, we're watching this thing and we're seeing, how it unfolds. Now, could the Lord, all right, be using this to to get something going in their region? Okay, could it spiral out of control beyond the reason of propaganda that they intentionally are doing these things for? Yeah, so we're gonna keep watching and see what unfolds, man. It prophecy unfolds. Okay, but knowing the history of this devil, what we're seeing now is propaganda. Okay, Hamas, they not losing. Them small heads ain't losing no sleep. Okay, by no goddamn Hamas. Okay, and they're non-factor. All right, but Esau, he'll make it seem as if he's just they're terrified for their life. No one is safe. You know, and what you will see. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick. Pull up a few videos. I want to pull up a simple nigga too, man. I was gonna do it. But then I want to pull this simple nigga up, man. All right. So remember, propaganda is used to do what? To to persuade people to think or act in a particular way, man. To get people to buy into a desired narrative, man. Okay. Now, just listen to this nigga here, man. Now, this is hold on.
What happened?
And see, this is a Jake that knows he's an Israelite, but he's bugged out. And this is why you don't see brothers get excited when a goddamn athlete, or entertainer, some type of celebrity knows that they're Israelites. Okay, because they be the most bugged out ones, because they still got stake in this world. Okay, they still got investments in this world. Okay, and they're trying in their mind. Okay, they think they just this great guru. All right, but you have this simple nigga here, and listen to this nigga reaction. This shows you that propaganda is working. Okay, if you want to know if propaganda is working, just listen to the conversation, the regular, eavesdrop on conversations of regular people, or watch, certain reactions, and you'll see if the propaganda is working, man. This is how you know it's propaganda, when people believe something that has nothing to do with reality, man. Okay? So I'm gonna let this simple nigga talk, man.
I woke up, man, this morning with some disturbing news out of Israel. The Hamas kidnapping children, putting them in cages, killing women, killing the elderly. That's some coward shit. That's cowardly. And for all y'all Black Lives Matter who ain't saying nothing, well, let me figure out exactly what happened before I say anything. Fuck you. Figure out what? It ain't never been cool to kidnap kids and put them in cages. It ain't never been cool to kill women and elderly. Never been. No matter where you from, what you represent, what tribe you for, don't matter. They ain't never been no cool. They ain't never been none that nobody supported. And then you go and hide and put the kids in front of you as a barricade. That's some coward shit. All you politicians who always had something to say on the contrary, I see you. Fuck you. All you Black Lives Matter people who always had something to say and always supported everything else, and you quiet now, fuck you too. Only place in the world where I can go and study Torah and eat kosher food. Only place in the world. Some coward shit, dog. And all y'all support it, fuck you. On my mama, we don't respect none of y'all for that. Peace.
Yeah, nigga bugged out. Okay, he's talking about putting, so you see him saying things like they putting children in cages, talking about Hamas militants. He's saying, okay, they're putting children in cages. You didn't see that. You just going based off what's been told. Okay? You didn't see those men put people in cages. Okay? You didn't see them killing women. You didn't see none of those things. You're just repeating what you heard. Okay? He just repeating propaganda. All right? Then the nigga said, no one has ever backed that. Here it is. This is the devil, Esau, Edom, the elites, the people that funded, okay, the slave trade, the people that funded nigga culture, okay, the people that was cool with the KKK, okay. Come on, man. Jake, but see, Jake is bugged out. And Jake is believing in propaganda. He's talking about Black Lives Matter. Like, what the hell do they got? Do you know what they stand for? Okay? You got 3 studs that's into witchcraft, okay, that's funded by the elites. Okay, do you know what they stand for? All right. But this shows you that when Esau, when you buy into this propaganda, you be bugged out and all over the place, man. Okay, so let's get another clip. All right, and that was simple that nigga Myers Stoudemire, man, and he been knowing he was an Israelite for a long time, but he's bugged out. Okay, so let's go here.
You probably know Vistaprint for business.
Because you have protests now dealing with the what happened, with the Hamas attack. So let's listen to this real quick.
Cards. Yeah, we print that. But did you know we also print that?
Beefed up at embassies and synagogues while protests. Back in the U.S., security is being beefed up at embassies and synagogues while protests and rallies of support are taking place from New York to Los Angeles. CBS's Drika Duncan takes a look at the heightened tensions.
Tonight, as attacks continue thousands of miles away, emotions in the U.S. are running high. Dueling demonstrations were held for the second day outside the Israeli consulate in New York City.
I think they're there just to murder, to kill.
There is bombing in their buildings.
Protesters have taken to the streets from coast to coast since Saturday.
Jews united will never be defeated. Free Palestine!
It's a complicated conflict that's left Americans divided. Tensions boiled over in Fort Lauderdale on Sunday. Police say one person was arrested, but there were no injuries.
Everybody to calmly please exit the building.
And services at Congregation Kol Ami in Salt Lake City were interrupted by a bomb threat. Anti-Semitic rhetoric has surged online since the attack, but federal law enforcement say there are no credible threats at this time.
Several protesters that I spoke to today on both sides expressed anger and sadness over the attacks, many of them saying they expect tensions to get worse moving forward. Nora?
Get the definition of propaganda again. And this is what we're seeing. I say so. This is more propaganda, than act of war. Okay, and we know these devils that they will attack themselves. Okay, to justify them, to justify the retaliation that they want to do anyway. Okay, it's really not a retaliation. It's them going forward with their agenda. Okay, they just hype up, this one isolated event to do what? For propaganda. And what is propaganda? It said propaganda is used to promote a particular agenda or point of view. The goal of propaganda can vary, but common goals include shaping people's, okay, shaping people's opinions, convincing them to support a particular cause or political candidate, or encouraging them to behave in a certain way. Okay, so when you go into these things, what's happening? All right, people are being encouraged and persuaded to act in a particular way, or buy into this narrative, okay, of these devils being the victim. Let's see if they got anything. Reaction to uh, Hamas. Okay, they put Iran in the mix. Okay, you see, and Iran, let them know they had nothing to do with it, man. All right. Yep. So you have DeSantis, okay, and look, that's another thing too. Where is the why isn't anyone applying Christianity, turn the other cheek and forgive? All right, these Edomites are calling for blood. Let's see what this devil has to say. They want blood. They come up to us and say we preach hate, and it should be forgiveness and the love of God. But then, okay, when something is so-called done to them, they're justified and reacting with violence, man. Okay, showing you this is this is Cain. All right. So let's see what this devil said.
Iran has helped to fill their coffers. Israel is now paying the price for those policies. We're going to stand with the state of Israel. They need to root out Hamas, and we need to stand up to Iran.
So yeah, he said they need to root out Hamas and stand up to Iran. And America, has sent a warship over there, which they don't need no warship for Hamas. They got other plans, okay? But it justifies them, moving military hardware, but it ain't for no Hamas. They're not. They wouldn't waste that money on no goddamn Hamas, man. Okay, talking about a warship. Okay, they got something else, and they got something else in plan. All right, and they keep mentioning Iran. Now, if they, get bold and go directly at Iran, then we talking about, okay, acts of war. Okay, if they get bad like that and go, all right, and deal directly with Iran, then we talking about acts of war. Then we talking about some business when it comes to war. Okay, but right now, I say this is just propaganda that we're seeing. All right, so let's get a couple of these on the comment board. All right, this is from the brother. All right, Nacorn 5. Proverbs 15:2 says, the tongue of the wise uses knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness, man. And we're going to hear a lot of people buy into the anti-Sem, pray for Israel, and they're going to hear a lot of people speak about Hamas. Niggas just found out about Hamas. Okay, Sunday, Sunday evening, niggas found out about Hamas, and now you're going to see niggas with a deep hatred. You're going to go on social media, you're going to see the flags, okay, the Israeli flags and all these, there's going to be people pouring out foolishness, man. They don't have a clue what's going on, man, okay? This is the brother in the corner 5 again. This is on Micah 6:12. Said, for the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. And this is what we're seeing is deception. Remember, this devil, okay, the scripture say what? He's more, okay, subtle than any beast of the field, man. Okay, so there's always a lot of deception in these things that we're seeing on his meeting. And we know they're going to push that, man. The anti-Sem. That's going to be, they going to, all right, run that into the ground. Okay? This is the brother GMS Spiritual Art 144, Proverbs 4:16 said, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. All right? And this is how this devil maneuvers, man. Okay? Deceiving the masses, playing on people's emotion, getting people to fall for the deception, man. And he has some type of a wicked agenda, okay, that he, all right, is playing out. He just needs to soften up the masses with propaganda. Okay? Verse 7 said, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Okay, this is what Esau is all about, the sword. He just wants to justify using it, man. Okay, so he can be looked at as the hero and the good guy in the movie. So you're going to see Hamas villainized. You're going to see Iran villainized. You're going to see, Hezbollah, you're going to see those names being thrown around a lot, being villainized, while he's the innocent one. Okay, and what he's going to do is justify because he's been the victim. Okay, so this is the things that we're seeing play out, man. All right, if a brother can post that the Job of a hypocrite for a moment, I think that Job in the book of Job is 14, maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna play one more video, then I want to just run through some articles, touch and go on a couple articles or other things that's going on. But this ain't the only thing that's happening, man. You still, have other things happening. All right.
Beefed up at embassy.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that.
All right, now this is Biden reacting to it, and these devils, you just finna see a screen hypocrisy, man. Okay, it's just the hypocrisy is disgusting. Just to hear these people, speak this madness, man. It's just hypocrisy, man. Okay, so I'm gonna let this play. All right, and we'll go from there.
Good afternoon. Today, the people of Israel are under attack, orchestrated by a terrorist organization, Hamas. In this moment of tragedy, I want to say to them and to the world and to terrorists everywhere that the United States stands with Israel. We will not ever fail to have their back. We'll make sure that they have the help their citizens need and they can continue to defend themselves. You know, the world's seen appalling images. Thousands of rockets in the space of hours raining down on Israeli cities. I got up this morning, started this at 7:30, 8 o'clock, my calls. Hamas terrorists crossing in Israel, killing not only Israeli soldiers, but Israeli civilians. In the street, in their homes, innocent people murdered, wounded, entire families taken hostage by Hamas. Just days after Israel marked the holiest of days in the Jewish calendar. It's unconscionable. You know, when I spoke with Prime Minister Netanyahu this morning, I told him the United States stands with the people of Israel in the face of these terrorist assaults. Israel has the right to defend itself and its people, full stop. There's never a justification for terrorist attacks. And my administration's support for Israel's security is rock solid and unwavering. Let me say this as clearly as I can. This is not a moment for any party hostile to Israel to exploit these attacks to seek advantage. The world is watching. I've also been in contact with the King of Jordan, spoke with members of Congress, directed my national security team to engage with their Israeli counterparts, military to military, intelligence to intelligence, diplomat to diplomat, to make sure Israel has what it needs. I've also directed my team to remain in constant contact with leaders throughout the region, including Egypt, Turkey, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Oman, the UAE, as well as our European partners and the Palestinian Authority. It's also a terrible tragedy on a human level. It's hurting innocent people. Seeing the lives that have been broken by this, the families torn apart, it's heartbreaking. And Jill and I are praying for those families who've been impacted by this violence. We grieve with those who've lost their loved ones, lost a piece of their soul. We have hope for swift recovery for many who have been wounded. We're going to remain in close touch with Prime Minister. I personally am going to remain in close contact with Prime Minister Netanyahu as this situation.
That's enough of that dead guy. Now, supposedly, 200 something, Israelis, have been killed. Okay, some civilians. But now let's look at this article real quick. Show you hypocrisy of America, man. All right. Now, I just pulled this up. It says cost of war. And it says civilians killed and wounded. All right. I know this small print. Let me try to blow it up. All right, so let's go here. It says the U.S. post 9/11 wars in Iraq, Afghanistan, Yemen, Syria, and Pakistan. And remember, okay, the 9/11 was self-inflicted. Okay, and what did it do? It justified them going into Iraq, Afghanistan, Yemen, Syria, and Pakistan. Okay. Now let's see what happened. It says have taken a tremendous human toll on those countries. As of September 2021, an estimated 432,093 civilians in those countries have died violent death as a result of the war. Okay, close to 500,000 civilians. Okay, because of the war. All right. The invasions in Iraq, Afghanistan, Yemen, Syria, and Pakistan by America. It says in these countries, okay, have died violent deaths as a result of the wars. As of May 2023, an estimated 3.6 to 3.8 million people have died indirectly in the post 9/11 war zones. The total death toll in these wars could be at least 4.5 to 4.7 million and counting, though the precise military figures remains unknown. Civilian deaths have also resulted from U.S. post 9/11 11 military operations in Somalia and other countries. People living in the war zones have been killed in their homes and markets and on roadways. They have been killed by bombs, bullets, fire, improvised explosive devices, IEDs, and drones. Civilians die at checkpoints as they run off the road, all right, as they are run off the road by military vehicles when they step on mines or cluster bombs, as they collect wood or tend to their fields, and when they are kidnapped and executed for purposes of revenge or intimidation, they are killed. Okay, they are killed by the United States. Okay, by its allies and by insurgents and sectarians in the civil war spawned by the invasions. Okay, let's keep reading, man. It's the devil, and the spirit just had this article, to come up, and I was looking for, and this is the first one that popped up. It said war can also lead to death weeks or months after battles. Many times more people in the war zones have died as a result of battered infrastructure and poor health conditions arising from the war than directly from its violence. For example, war refugees often lose access to a stable food supply or to their job, all right, resulting in increased malnutrition and vulnerability of disease. So it's not just the direct conflict, man, but the conditions that war, all right, the war causes, man. You see? Come on, let's get these precepts, man. Okay? Let's just get some more precepts. Let me get these and then I'm gonna go to the blue letter, man. Because ultimately, this is why America is going to suffer like it's going to suffer, because America has caused a lot of suffering in the earth, man. Okay, this little Hamas attack, it doesn't even equate to the devastation America's military has done, has terrorized the earth. Okay, this is the brother GMS Spiritual Art, 144K, Job 24 says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth? Okay, and it was always, everything that we seen was all set up from the beginning, and we're just watching these things play out. The Lord has put the spirit on his prophets to be able to commentate these things according to Yahweh Shem Shah through the word. Okay? Verse 5, it said that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, man. All right? And right now, this devil is in his joy because he's in power, but it's for a moment. He has triumphed. He has, conquered the earth and wickedness, man, with the sword, but see, it's for a moment. And this man is the biggest hypocrite there is, man. Okay? He pushes all these, and see, we can read an article like that. And one thing about propaganda is so strong that people are stuck on this one narrative, man. Okay? And you can bring that article up about America and you'll get no reaction. Okay? But America can show a video of rockets hitting the building and keep saying Hamas and children, and he got the women in cages, feeding them bird food. They eat one, bird pellet, a week. They surviving. He'll push all that madness, okay, and people eat it up. All right, but this man's a goddamn hypocrite, man. Okay, but we're at the end. This man finna be stopped, and everything he's doing is leading to him being stopped. Okay, everything that he's doing to put himself to remain in power, okay, to try to solidify his rulership. Hey, he's running to his end. Okay, it says, verse 6 said, though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach unto the clouds, okay, they verse 7 says, they shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? And see, we come to a time where the Lord is finna delete these devils, man. He's gonna delete their rulership, and after that 1,000-year captivity, he's gonna delete them. Okay, it's time for these devils to get out of here, man. Okay, the Lord finna remove this man from power. All right, but brother could put that in Job chapter 4. I think it's verse 8. Might be 7. Let's see. If he devil, if I'm gonna go to the blue, I got you. Let's go here to the blue letter. So let's go here to the book of Job, chapter 4. All right. And see, America finna have it the worst, man. This is Job 4 and 8. Says, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. Okay? And this is why it's finna be so bad in America, man, because America has plowed, all right, iniquity and sown so much wickedness in the earth, man. It's finna reap the same. People, Americans finna know what it's like to be a refugee. Americans is finna know what it's like, all right, to have no stable food supply. Americans finna know what it's like, okay, to their infrastructure is being blown to hell and back. All right. That's why so many missiles is coming to America, man, because that's the energy that America has put out, man. You know, that's why America gonna be turned to a desert. Okay. Because they all over the earth just destroying people, lands, infrastructure. Okay, causing conditions where disease is rampant, malnutrition, starvation, man. Okay, there's millions of people starving just in Yemen. You know, if you just go and investigate, all right, starvation in Yemen. Okay, which hey, we here, we can look it up. Let's see if it give us some. You know, that's finna come here, and that's righteous judgment, all right, by righteous power. And I'll just read it. It says the current level of hunger in Yemen is unprecedented and is causing severe hardship for millions of people. Despite ongoing humanitarian assistance, 17 million Yemenis are food insecure. The rate of child malnutrition is one of the highest in the world, and the nutrition situation, all right, situation continues to deteriorate. It's getting worse. All this technology, all all of the iPhone titanium, plus platinum, all this going on. Okay, you have population starving, man. Okay, and guess who's all right in there? Guess who's in their land? Okay, the one and only. You see? Well, where would this nigga go, man? The scripture say he is as death. All right, and that's why we're finna see it get so bad in America, man. Let's get that in Jeremiah. All right, 50. All right, because this is leading up to the America being deleted, man. Okay, you stupid ass Americans talking about some. We stand for for Israel, and we stand for they gonna drag you. They gonna the Israelis are going to be one of the main reasons All right, they're going to play a major part in America being nuked. Okay, but you have simple people, especially niggas. You know a nigga already got the Israeli flag as his profile picture, man. Okay, not knowing that those people are about to lead you to death. Okay, a terrible death, man. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all you that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord." Okay, so the Lord is orchestrating war, all right, against these devils, man, and He has a plan for them them Israelis, okay, and all right, America and its inhabitants, man. Verse 15 says, "Shout against her round about. She have given her hand. Her foundations are falling. Her walls are thrown down. And the Lord gonna have this place to be very vulnerable in the times to come. Okay, this place is gonna be very vulnerable, man. All right, for judgment. It said, "For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she have done. Do unto her, as she have done. Do unto her." Okay, so we finna see a lot of wickedness. All right, in the midst of America, a lot of judgment, man, a lot of torment. The scripture say what because of men's pride they shall dwell in torments, man. That's speaking of this place mainly, man, America. Okay, this is yep. This I started at 21. Jeremiah 50:21 says, "Go up against the land of Marathon, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekah, waste and utterly destroy after them," said the Lord, "and do according to all that I have commanded thee." You go here, all right, and you get these words in the Hebrew. Yep, which is Marathayim. Marathayim. Okay, and what does it go into? Double rebellion. Okay, a double rebellion, and this place is in a great rebellion against the Lord, against righteousness, man. Okay, and then you can go into Pakad, all right, which in the Hebrew is Pakoyad, okay, which means a visitation. So there's going to be a visitation on this double rebellion, man. All right, and it's going to be in the form of torment, leading all the way up to the ultimate torment, which is those missiles, man. Okay, this is Jeremiah 15:22. It says, "A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction." Okay, because the war drones are beating. Okay, this war is being set up. All right, but we know that it's going to play out, all right, in a particular way, and we know that we still, this is the beginning of sorrow, so there's still things that has to happen, before it gets to the point, all right, where these nations is pushing the button. It says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?" Who's the hammer of the whole earth? America. How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Okay, how has this place become a desolation among the nations? Okay, this the hammer of the earth, the nation that's been the bully, okay, for all this time. How is it broken asunder? Because of prophecy, man, because of the Lord. Okay, it's gonna go into it. Says, "I have laid a snare," verse 24, "I have laid a snare for thee, and thou also, and thou art also taken, O Babylon." Okay, and thou was not aware. You see, it's just as Esau, he prides himself in laying snares and traps in the earth. Okay, for the masses. Well, guess what? The Lord has this man in the snare, and that's why everything that he's doing, okay, is putting him in a position of failure, man. In a position where he's going to be judged. It says, thou art found and also caught because thou hast striven against the Lord. Okay? There's a consequence for striving against Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, man. And these devils can find out firsthand. All right? So everything that these devils doing, all right, to try to thwart their enterprise, is going to work against them, man. Okay? Until the Lord, all right, removes this man. Now let's go here. All right, this is the book of Jeremiah. Get straight to the point. Well, yep, it's Jeremiah 49:16. It says, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the cliff for the rocks. And it's speaking of Esau, Edom. Okay? His terribleness, he's been able to dominate these heathens militarily. Okay, but he's deceived by it. Okay? The pride of his heart, he's blinded. Okay? Esau doesn't think he's vulnerable to anything, man. All right? And it says, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, said the Lord, Yahweh Shemal Shah. Yeah, so though this man, all right, has been able to reach these heights that no other heathen has reached, through technology, militarily, okay? This man has been able to reach some heights, man. He got weapons in the space. No other nation was able to just nest, weapons in space, man, that this devil has. All right? But it's all finna come down. Verse 17, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by shall be astonished and shall hiss at the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, said the Lord. No man shall abide there, neither shall son of man dwell in it. Yeah, so the Lord is letting us know, all right, and we can see by the behavior of America that it's that the spirit of Sodom. Okay? But there's war being prepped for this place so America can get that same judgment, man. All right, which is death through fire. Okay? Being erased through fire. Sodom and Gomorrah was erased, never to arise again through fire. America finna suffer that same fate. Okay? So to jump down, verse 20 said, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom and his purposes, man. So everything that this devil is doing, the Lord's against it now. Okay, the Lord's against everything that Esau is trying to establish in the earth, man. Okay, ain't gonna be no greater Israel project. Ain't gonna be no NWO under Satan. Ain't gonna, these things are not gonna be able to take root. The Lord's against Esau's purposes, his wicked purposes, man. It said that he had purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Okay? So this is what we're seeing. What Esau is doing is leading to this. To the Lord destroying this man. Destroying this empire. Removing him from power. Okay? So, yeah, man, I'll leave it there. I didn't plan this segment take that long, but it is what it is. All right. So I just want to put that perspective out there because I know, we see these things and we want to tie it into, prophecy. All right. We just put these things in proper perspective. Okay. And the least of the flock, all right, these small hats, they're going to be the ones that cause, because what did Biden say? We stand with Israel no matter what. Okay. And that same stance is going to get this place turned to a desert. So they're doing exactly what we need them to do, man. Everything worked for our favor, man. Okay, everything worked for our good. Okay, I said Romans 8:28. Yeah, brother can post that, man. We got to end on that. Everything working for our good, man. Okay. Yeah, Yeah, but we're gonna, you know, I say we're gonna keep watching these things and see what unfold. You know, we're gonna see he gonna, you know, he gonna get bad like that and go deal with Iran. But you know, I doubt it. I doubt it go to that scale. You know, but eventually it's coming. You know, this is Romans 8:28. It's from the brother Bayan Yashala. It says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to His purpose, man. So everything gonna work in our favor, man. Everything is working on behalf of the elect, all right, and it's working against everyone else. So Lord will you brothers and you sisters was edified. Till next time I say Shalom, Kwam Yashala, or Bible details some Shalom.